This week on C Plus News Time, 2016 started off with a smorgasbord of news as the TCA has provided this and several other reporters with a reason to keep doing what we do. New television shows, insight into production, and even some shockers made for one big week. And you can only find out about it all on here on this C Plus News Time.
It's C Plus News Time with your host, Chad White.
Welcome back to C Plus News Time. I'm your host, Chad White, and this is the comedy news you need to know about for the week of January 4th, 2016. Glad to see you made it to see another year, but equally as mad that my ninja assassins didn't do their jobs. It was a busy week as both the Consumer Electronics Show and the Television Critics Association held huge conferences all week. But you're here because you want to know the top comedy news, a niche only I alone have carved out in video form. Here are your headlines to start your week. Hey Nongman, Jason Mantzoukas is writing a movie and it's not Undercover. It's actually an adaptation of Battling Boy, a popular graphic novel about Acropolis, a city where monsters roam the streets and swallow children whole. Disney animator Patrick Osborne is set to direct. There was also big news for FX, who canceled an upcoming series from Adam Reed, the creator of Archer, and community writer Megan Gans. Titled Cassius and Clay, the series starred Kaitlin Olson and Lake Bell as the titular characters living in a post-apocalyptic world. A pilot was ordered back in May of 2015, with FX even ordering 10 episodes as far back as August of the same year. The series was meant to go forward this year, however, the network reneged on its offer. Instead of a surefire bet in what would have possibly been a great companion to one of the more popular and quotable adult cartoons of the past century, FX decided to greenlight a pilot involving Louis C.K. and Albert Brooks. Louis with an IE and Russ Cargill are co-creating, co-writing, co-executive producing, and providing the two lead voices in the new show. If you can't wait to see how these two play off each other, you can save your enthusiasm for The Secret Life of Pets, an animated movie in which these two star later on this year. On shows that are ending, Girls is closing its Unshaven Legs early next year. Season 5 hasn't even aired yet, and Lena Dunham is saying she's probably going to let the show die next year. She says she doesn't want to push the show past its prime, which is something other people should probably take to heart. In terms of 2016 renewals, this is going to prove to be a big year for alternative comedy, with True TV giving Billy on the Street a 5th season and Adam Ruins Everything an additional 14 episodes. The network that once ran weeks-long marathons of cops also gave order to a pilot from Sam Reich, Spencer Griffin, and John Cohen. It's called No Dumb Questions. Comedy Central gave Broad City a double season renewal weeks before its 3rd season is set to air. To add to that, the Comedy Network even greenlighted its first limited series called Time Traveling Bong, which will star one half of Broad City, Alana Glazer, to be debuted on 4/20. Cute, right? The project will also star Broad City co-exec Paul W. Downs. While we're on the topic, Chris Gethard's once public access show now turned cable oddity, The Chris Gethard Show, is getting a 10-episode 2nd season with an added time bonus. Fusion's 30-minute crowd favorite is adding another 30 minutes to each episode. Do the math, and that's right, you're getting 1 full hour of Chris Gethard per ep. In terms of completely new shows, Wyatt Cenac is going to star in TBS series called People of Earth, which is about a support group of people who believe they were abducted by aliens. And finally, NBC has ordered 4 pilots, effectively rushing into a relationship it is already tarnished. 30 Rock's Tracy Wigfield has a show and it's moving forward to pilot, as is one from 30 Rock's Matt Hubbard. Both are untitled, with the former following a mother-daughter relationship and the latter loosely based on the writer's life. Marlon Wayans is also getting a show on the network, and it's going to be a multi-camera pilot that I will not discuss because of the recent trash that he's put out, like the 50 Shades of Black or the Haunted House movies, if that's what you can call them. And a single-camera DC Comics workplace comedy is moving forward, and I hope to God it's in the same universe as the CW's Flash and Green Arrow. And that's all the news I have for you on this bloated but sexy C Plus News Time. If you liked what you saw here, why don't you also subscribe and like one of the other videos? You can also head to the website, cpluscomedy.com, where we got the latest news, reviews, interviews, features, and all the other good comedy stuff that only I can provide you with. You can also follow us on Twitter at cpluscomedy. Follow me on Twitter at ChadBlackWhite. Like us on Facebook. Tumble with us on Tumblr. And, of course, be on the lookout for C Plus Comedy in 2016 because it's going to be one big year. Pew, 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 pew. Pew.